The time now is 4:30 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. I want to quickly start off with a drought monitor update from last week. Recent rainfall has actually helped improve drought conditions across the northwestern part of the state. There's still some serious dryness, though, across the southern portion of the state of Maryland, including Virginia. There's extreme drought conditions actually being recorded right around Virginia, even extending down towards the Carolinas. The eastern half of the state of Maryland, including much of the Delmarva Peninsula, still suffering from severe drought concerns. Right around the Baltimore area, we picked up a little bit over 4 inches of rainfall since the start of the month. So yes, we are still above the monthly average value. We're likely going to finish the month of May on a very dry note. But just to note that since the start of meteorological spring, we've only picked up a little bit over 8 inches of rain. That's about 2 inches below where we should be for this time of year. So we still need more rain to help alleviate drought concerns across the state. High pressure is in control right now. It's kind of centered over the Great Lakes region. This is actually going to help bring back more sunshine today, and it is going to keep our winds out of the southwest as it starts to track down into Virginia and the Carolinas. We'll get more of that southwest breeze today. This will help temps climb near average as we head into the afternoon. Most of us are going to be hitting highs in the mid to upper 70s. We do have a dry cold front that's going to be moving in from the north. Keyword dry. It's just going to produce some clouds. No rainfall expected. There could be a few showers that clip areas just to the north of Rehoboth Beach and Ocean City, but much of the weekend is looking to be rain-free. Lots of sunshine as well, but winds are going to start to pick up on Saturday. So tomorrow you can expect wind gusts around 25 to 30 miles per hour. We're starting off feeling about 5 to 15 degrees cooler this morning because we have clear skies. Radiational cooling, that process is forming right now, allowing our temps to dip down into the 40s and 50s. Annapolis, though, currently sitting at 62 degrees. We should be hitting temps in the upper 70s today, very close to that 80-degree mark with wide open sunshine. It is going to be a beautiful finish to the work week, a very pleasant weekend ahead. Sunday is not going to feel too bad. Winds will be Stevie D. The time right now is 4:44 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your super 7-day forecast. Today is going to be sunny and seasonal. We have temps that are going to be making their way well up into the 70s as we get into the afternoon. So the kids are certainly going to love the weather out there today. And then we keep a lot of that sunshine around even into your Saturday with just a few more clouds popping up from time to time. But tomorrow is going to feel a little bit more breezy. We have wind gusts that will kick up out of the north, anywhere from 25 to 30 miles per hour. And here's a look at those sustained winds. It's likely going to peak during the afternoon, so you might want to hang on to your hat. But overall, temps will be a little bit cooler over the weekend. Sunny and 75 degrees on your Sunday. Winds will be a little less breezy on Sunday, so a little bit more manageable out there. As we kick off a brand new month, June begins on Monday. I can't even believe I'm saying that. It is going to start off quite sunny and seasonal as well. We should be making our way up close to 80 degrees as we get into the afternoon. Daniels, right now we're taking a look at satellite and radar, picking up on this area of high pressure that's situated just to the north of Columbus, Ohio. So it's right now impacting the Great Lakes region, and we're already starting to see some of the influence from that ridge of high pressure across the mid-Atlantic. So when you have an area of high pressure, you have a lot of air sinking down towards the surface, so that really kind of eliminates a lot of those clouds. That leads to very fair weather conditions typically. So we are waking up to a mostly clear note, and that is helping our temperatures start off a little bit cooler than where they were yesterday. So we're about 5 to 15 degrees cooler out there this morning. Most of us are sitting well into the 50s, with the exception of Frederick. You guys are hanging out at 49 degrees this morning. I would grab the light jacket before you leave the house. 54 degrees in Columbia and 59 for everyone in Annapolis. Here's a glance at your gardening planner. If you have plans today to get out. Daniels, the time now is 5:08 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. A little bit of an update for you in the drought monitor. You can see that the drought monitor map from last week has changed a little bit. We have improved drought conditions. We're slowly starting to chip away at the severe drought across the northwestern part of the state. So really dealing with some improvement from that recent rainfall over the past week, but there's still some serious dryness across the southeastern portion of the state, including the Delmarva Peninsula. So since the start of May 1st, we actually have received a little bit over 4 inches of rainfall. The monthly average value a little bit shy of 4 inches. And then we've only tacked on about 8 inches of rainfall since the start of meteorological spring. So we still need the rainfall. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to wrap up the month of May on a dry note. And we can thank this area of high pressure for it. It's centered over the Great Lakes. It's already having a pretty strong influence on our weather pattern this morning. It is helping our skies to start off relatively clear, which is allowing our temperatures to drop. So we're starting off about 5 to 15 degrees cooler than we were this time 24 hours ago. An area of low pressure from the north is going to start to sag down to the south. It's going to cross the state as we get into your Saturday. This is going to bring back a few more clouds, but no rain is expected across the state of Maryland for the most part. There could be a few showers that clip portions of Delmarva as we get into Saturday morning, but much of the weekend is looking to be rain-free. We have lots of sunshine, but because that front is going to be sliding its way through, winds are going to start to pick up out of the north getting into the day tomorrow, so you will be feeling that northerly breeze throughout the day. Here's a glance at temps all across the state. We're starting off in the 40s and even into the 50s. 51 degrees right now in Jarrettsville, 52 in Ellicott City, 49 for my friends out in Frederick. So you might want to grab the jacket this morning. You're not going to need it later today. Temps are going to be making their way up well into the 70s as we get into the afternoon. Mid 60s across portions of Harford County, including Bel Air, Annapolis. You guys could make a run close to 80. And the humidity is going to be kept in check, so it's going to feel fine out there. Your haircast not looking too bad, which is actually helping our temps start off a little bit cooler than yesterday. We're actually sitting about 5 to 15 degrees cooler out there this morning. Most of us are in the 50s with the exception of Frederick and also Aberdeen, both hanging out in the upper 40s this morning. Downtown, it's feeling a little bit milder, of course. 61 degrees for all of you, 59 in Annapolis, and sitting at 55 degrees for everyone over in Centerville across the Eastern Shore. Here's a glance at your school day forecast. Skies are looking bright and beautiful today. No complaints in the weather department. Temps should be right around 70 degrees as we approach your lunch hour, and then hitting highs well into the 70s, getting into the afternoon close to 80. The UV index is also going to be very high, so just make sure you apply that SPF 30 sunscreen. The burn time today, only 15 to 25 minutes. Randall?
All right, Stevie, thank you.
Meteorologist Stevie Daniels. The time now is 5:45 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. Rainfall over the past week has really helped alleviate drought concerns across the northwestern portion of the state. Here's a look at the latest drought monitor map compared to last week's. We're starting to chip away at the severe drought across much of the state of Maryland, but farther south and east of the Baltimore metro, that's where we're still experiencing some severe dryness. And we have this ridge of high pressure that's centered over the Great Lakes. It's going to slowly start to sag down to the south. This is likely going to allow us to finish off the month of May on a dry note, so no additional rainfall is expected right around the Baltimore area, but we are above average in the rainfall department. We picked up a little bit over 4 inches of rainfall, so that's very nice. High pressure is going to be in control throughout the day, leaving us with sunny and seasonal conditions. I am tracking this area of low pressure, this cold front that's going to be dropping in from the north. This will shift our winds out of the north getting into the day tomorrow. It could promote a few more clouds, possibly even a sprinkle or two across the upper end of Delmarva, but for the most part, it's not going to produce any rain. It's looking fairly moisture starved, so this is also going to help yield more in the way of sunshine as high pressure builds on the back side of that system. But as we take a look at your temps, right now across the western half of the state, we're starting off in the 40s. Many areas around central Maryland, though, beginning the day in the 50s. 51 degrees in Jarrettsville, 55 over in Severn, and 49 for my friends out in Frederick. So you might want to grab the jacket this morning. We're starting things off about 5 to 15 degrees cooler, but look at Frederick, nearly 20 degrees cooler for you all this morning. It's because we have light winds at the surface and clear skies above, helping radiational cooling to take place. Here's a look at your planner today. Nothing but blue sky expected. That's why I wore my blue dress today, because the sky is going to look bright and beautiful and very blue. We have temperatures that are going to be hitting the upper 70s getting into the afternoon before we have a little brief cool down over the weekend. It's going to feel breezy out there tomorrow, so we have those winds flowing in out of the north, knocking our temps down a little bit below average, 73 degrees for an afternoon high. Wind gusts will be right around 25 to 30, and then trending a little bit milder for Sunday. a little bit more in the way of sunshine expected, sunny and 75. Distance, we're not dealing with dense fog out there this morning like we were a few mornings ago. So it is a very mild start, but it's starting off a little bit cooler. So you might want that jacket before you leave the house, especially if you live farther west. Frederick, you guys are waking up to a 49-degree temperature this morning. A little bit of a chill the farther west you travel. 53 in Sykesville, 55 over in Chestertown, and then 54 for my friends out in Centerville. But we should be right around the lower 60s as we approach the 9 o'clock hour. You might be seeing some of that sun glare on your way into work this morning. Upper 60s right around 10 o'clock this morning, but then heading into the afternoon, this is how skies are going to look. Bright, beautiful, and blue. We have temps that are going to be soaring well into the mid and upper 70s. Some areas could actually approach that 80-degree mark today, and a very nice evening to get outside, maybe eat some dinner on the back deck or even on the front porch. We do have conditions that will stay pretty nice throughout the weekend. I'll talk more about that coming up in my full forecast. Christy? The latest drought monitor map that was updated yesterday morning. It looks like we're chipping away at the severe drought for Baltimore and even for our friends across our northern areas. Out towards the mountains, the same thing. Still under a severe drought across all of Anne Arundel County, Kent County, and even down farther south. The drought continues to get even worse across Virginia. High pressure is going to be in control today and for the next couple of days. So we're going to wrap up the month of May very dry. We're not going to be seeing any additional rain chances, but we do have rainfall amounts that are a little bit above average for the month of May. We've picked up a little bit under 4.5 inches. So that's very good news. High pressure is going to be in control today, leaving skies sunny and very clear. We do have this front that's going to drop in from the north. This is going to drop southward. Increase in cloud cover for a period of time tomorrow, but much of the day is going to be very sun-filled throughout your Saturday. Just because that front's going to be moving through doesn't mean it's going to produce any rain. It's looking pretty moisture starved, not a whole lot of moisture associated with it. It's just going to produce some clouds out there and breezy northerly winds. An area of high pressure builds in on the backside of that front, so that is going to leave us with another sun-filled day ahead. Winds will be a little bit lighter, a little bit more relaxed on Sunday. Across the western half of the state, starting the day off in the 40s, so Deep Creek and Frostburg certainly need the jacket. If you live out towards Frederick, you need the jacket as well. 49 degrees for all of you, 51 over in Haverty Grace, and 57 for my friends down in Annapolis. So this is about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. Look at Zita. She is just all smiles because look at the sky today. It's going to be hard to spot a cloud because of that ridge of high pressure that's just going to provide a lot of sinking air down towards the surface. Not a whole lot of clouds associated with the day today with the skies because we do have that ridge of high pressure. But we do keep winds out of the southwest. That's going to help push our temps back up into the upper 70s this afternoon. And if you're heading out to Camden Yards to cheer on the O's, first pitch is at 7:05. Temps should be right around 76 degrees, and then we're dropping to 72 by the 7th inning stretch. This weekend is going to be beautiful. A few more clouds compared to today. We are going to be feeling a little bit breezy out there heading into your Saturday afternoon with those wind gusts around 25 to 30, and then feeling a little bit more pleasant with lighter winds on Sunday. I'll step out of the wind rather than summer, but a nice summer-like day is expected today with high temperatures approaching that 80-degree mark. We have lots of sunshine expected through the afternoon, so I know the kids are really going to enjoy that. Winds tomorrow are really going to pick up as the afternoon progresses, so that's when they're expected to peak. We are expected to deal with wind gusts anywhere from 25 to 30 miles per hour tomorrow, so you'll need to hang on to your hat. They'll be coming in out of the north, but skies are looking dry with just a few clouds mixing in tomorrow. And then for your Sunday, mostly sunny skies, a great day for a long walk. Winds will be less breezy. It's going to be sunny and 75, and then close to 80 degrees as we kick off next week, which begins the month of June. We are starting it off on a very dry note. And yes, while we do love the sunshine, we still need the rain. We're still suffering from moderate to severe drought concerns plaguing the state of Maryland. So we do need some rain. It looks like 54 degrees in Severn and 57 degrees for everyone in Annapolis. But today's the day where we get back up close to 80 degrees, just like we did yesterday. It's going to feel very similar. We'll just subtract more of those clouds and we increase that sunshine as the day progresses. I mentioned before that the UV index is going to be very high at a level 8. That means the SPF 30 sunscreen is going to be your best friend. 15 to 25 minutes, that's all it takes. And the strongest UV rays occur between the hours of 10 o'clock this morning through 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If you have plans to head up Camden Yards to cheer on the O's, we are looking at a time of first pitch. It's right around 76 degrees, right around 7:05. It's going to be very clear as well. Clear skies through the 7th inning stretch. Cooler, temperature will drop right around 72. High pressure is in control. This is going to leave us very sun-filled today. And then as we head into your Saturday, a cold front drops in from the north. This is going to increase winds out of the north, dropping our temps a little bit below average. So we are going to experience wind gusts throughout the day, anywhere from 25 to 30, a little bit higher even across the higher elevations. High pressure builds in on the backside of that system. It just kind of lingers over the state of Maryland. This is going to leave us with sunny skies as well. Here's a look at your weekend outlook. We have a high temperature tomorrow of 73 degrees. It is going to be feeling a little bit breezy compared to today, but then the winds will start to relax a little bit more as we get into your Sunday. Sunny and 75. It is going to be fabulous out there. If you have any outdoor plans over the weekend, giving you 2 thumbs up. It's going to be wonderful. But then as we head into your Sunday morning, temps will be dipping down into the upper 40s and low 50s. So I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw some patchy frost across the western half of the state, as some areas could actually be dropping into the low 40s. But then taking a look at your 7-day forecast,